Question, hardest one. Say and spell your first and last name,
Okay.
and then explain your title or your position.
All right. My name is Chris, Chras. My last name is Faherty, F as in Frank, Aherty. My position is I'm the canine sergeant for Fort Wayne Police Department. I run and train our canine unit.
All right, so in just a couple sentences, I guess, first just give me an idea of what you guys do here on a daily basis, what the operations are like here.
So for myself and for Master Trainer John Jummer, our job is to run and train the canine division, which consists of 15 dogs.
And so when it comes to what this training looks like on a daily basis, what are you going through with these dogs? What's the process like?
So for us, we try to train them. We have John who trains the dogs on a weekly basis, and his shift kind of floats. He works Monday, Tuesday, 6 p.m. to 2 a.m., Wednesday, Thursday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and then on Friday is kind of like an admin day where he gets caught up on paperwork. I kind of float throughout the week as like the admin personnel, then help him for training, and it varies everything from our dogs are mainly utility and then a detection dog. We have 3 dogs that are explosive detection. The rest of them are narcotics dogs. And then on the utility side is everything from tracking, building search, area search, article search, evidence search, stuff like that.
It might seem like a silly question, but how hard is it to get a dog trained to be able to, find and sniff out narcotics?
It is hard, but the hard part of it is it's the monotony of it. It's a lot of repetition to get a dog to do that. They'll find narcotics, they'll find whatever odor that you're trying to get them to find, but it's through repetition that we do that. And it's over and over and over again until they kind of get it into their head that if I do this, I get this reward out of it.
And so is there a timeline for how long it usually takes, or is that on a case-by-case basis with a certain dog from time to time?
There is kind of a timeline that we use. We're very fortunate with the department and that they work with us and are very gracious in the amount of time that they give us. We use a class that starts with about 14 weeks to get them out on the street. And in that is class time here at our training center. And then at the end of that, we like to use as our trainers to try to get like a training period where we get to work with them out on the street, that we're kind of like in their back pocket, where it's like a field training officer type thing, that once they get out on the street, you're almost like a new officer again, where you have this partner. It's a living, breathing animal, so it's not like a piece of equipment, where you get out on the street and you're kind of like in that shock of like, what do I do now type thing. So they have us out there with them where we can be like, okay, let's think this through and use this animal, your new partner, and how do we address this situation?
And obviously you've seen a lot of dogs in your time and in your day, but as you see them grow throughout the process, what's it like for you to be able to watch and be a part of that process, watching these dogs get trained and just do great things out there for the department?
For us on the trainer side, it's really exciting because there's a lot of frustration when you're training a dog, and a lot of frustration for the handlers because it's new to them, and we try to warn them coming into a class that you're going to face a lot of challenges and a lot of frustration for yourself. And I don't think you can prepare them verbally, and it's not until they get into the class that they really see how hard it is. And when you see something click with the dog and then with the team, it's exciting for us to see that start to come together. And we tell them right off, that 14 weeks is just the start of their journey. It takes a full year for a team to come together to where they're really clicking, and that you really see kind of the end of that journey. And throughout the team's life, when they're working together, you're always learning and you're getting new things.
And obviously that's just the training portion of it, but you have certain dogs that, stay in the department for years and see a lot of success out there. They're kind of like the veterans of the department in a way, I would say. And
Absolutely.
What's it like when you see, huge successes from different canines over the years, just like I said, helping the community?
It's exciting for us, it's exciting for that team, but it's exciting for the whole unit and the department. To be able to have something like what just recently happened with Azir, it shines a great light not only for that team, but for all 15 dogs, and then for the department, that we're out there to do something exciting for that, to take something like that off the street and get it away from the public.
And especially here, what do you think makes the training here so special and your guys' programming so special that maybe just passing by this, blowing through this story, you might not really see it? What do you think people need to know about the department's training and why it's so special?
What's unique to us is that, one, with the department, they've allowed John and I to get where he and I are both master trainers with the North American Police Work Dog Association. That's unique in itself. A lot of agencies don't have that level of training that the department has allowed us to get. It took years to get that level of training. They allow us to not only train and certify dogs here, but we're allowed to bring dogs in and travel to different areas to help other dog teams train across the nation. We've been able to train dogs from Florida all the way out to Oklahoma and assist them in training and certifications. And that's something that's really rare across departments.
Is there anything else you think that's important just about everything that we talked about? You know, the training aspect of it, the dog aspect of it, whatever it is that I didn't ask you about that you think is important to mention?
That we're really excited. Like, this is a passion for us. These dogs, it's not just something, it's not just having an animal in your life. It's something that we live and breathe with. I spend more time with my partner than I do with my family. It's bring your dog to work day every day for us. And it's taking care of something. They are willing to give their life for us and vice versa. So it's truly a passion that we're excited to share, to have this opportunity to give this information to the public and share something that's so important to us. And we feel very fortunate that the department has given us this opportunity to work with our animals, and they stand behind us every time. Anytime that we've needed something, they've stepped up for us, and we're excited to share it. And to do something this positive is exciting.
I did think of one more question as you were just answering that. I always say that one and then think of another one as I go, but it might sound kind of silly, but obviously the dogs can't talk themselves. You guys are kind of acting as the voice of them. If you were to think about, you know, how these dogs would respond after they see such great successes, you know, out in the field, out in the Fort Wayne community, you know, keeping people safe, what do you think maybe they would be saying if they could talk, if you could speak on behalf of them?
These dogs are special in the fact that all they want to do is work. They actually don't want to stay home. They hate when we are on vacation. The things that they love to do is the minute they see us in uniform, they're bouncing back and forth in our yard. Our dogs live with us. We take them home. They become part of our family, but they're not good at being at home. They look forward to coming to work. So the fact to find something like this, or anytime they get to be on a deployment, no matter what it is, that's their fulfillment, that's their joy. They're just constantly working for their toy. So anytime they have a successful find, whether it be something like this, that's something big like this fulfills us. But whether it be that big or something very small, they're excited to work all the time. That's their thing. That's what they live for.
One more question?
Yeah, go ahead.
So Chris, just goes towards credibility. You talked about how you and John are master trainers and it's taken years to get credible. Can you tell us how long you guys have personally been working with police canines?
John has been working with canines since 2005. So he's 20 years into canine, and I've been working with canines since 2007. So I'm 18 years in now. So we both have been at canines for a lifetime, it seems, most of our careers.
Definitely been around the block a few times.
A few times, yeah. John's on his third dog, and I'm on, 4 dogs. John's had 4 dogs, and I'm on my second, who is getting ready to retire at the end of the year, and I will start a 3rd dog in January.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
I can't think of anything.